You wanted to say no, but of course came out instead. And then you were left with yourself. You just got home, exhausted. The phone rings, and without thinking, you answer. You cannot say no. You listen to everyone. You help everyone. But who do you tell your own problems to? You said yes again. You feel regret again. This loop, each time it tires you a little more. Everyone is happy. You're smiling too. But something is sinking inside. Whose smile is this? If this felt familiar, this video is for you, because we're going to talk about why this happens. People-pleasing is not innate. It is learned, usually very early, where love arrived with conditions. When you complied, you were loved. When you pushed back, you met a cold face. You learned compliance earns love. You wait for someone's reaction, and you feel good or bad based on what you see. Approval addiction. You were treated unfairly, but you chose silence because conflict risks the relationship. This is what you learned. You are empathetic. You understand people deeply. This is beautiful, and it also leaves you unprotected. Where emotional neglect exists, people-pleasing grows. When your needs go unseen, you learn to hide them. Your colleague asked for something, and before thinking, you said, "I'll do it." Where does this reflex come from? You had something to say in the meeting, but you stayed silent. Being criticized felt too heavy. Everyone left. You are still here because you could not say no. And now you are alone. Someone praised you, and immediately you began diminishing it. It was nothing. Anyone could have done it. Why? Setting limits at work does not undermine professionalism. In fact, real strength belongs to those who can say no. You said no once, and the world kept turning. Hold on to this feeling. Your mother's number, and already before answering, the guilt began. How many seconds did that calculation take? In your family, you are the link that holds everyone together, and no one knows how much this exhausts you. Setting a limit with your mother is not a lack of love. Love and limits can coexist. They should. In your family, you are the link holding everyone together, and no one knows how much this costs you. If you don't do it, who will? This sentence, how many times has it stopped you from saying no? Those who taught you this also learned it from someone. This is a chain, and you can break it. In your relationship too, you always say it doesn't matter, whatever you want, and your needs become invisible. You always said yes, and one day you exploded over something small. That was all the suppressed no's finally erupting. Narcissists choose people pleasers because they look for someone who won't say no, who gives themselves up to please others. A relationship built without the real you is just a surface. They love the character, not you. Being able to say no in a relationship doesn't break it. Real connection requires the real you. Stopping people-pleasing is not risking being unloved. It is learning that real love arrives without conditions. You are about to say no, and your heart speeds up, not a character flaw, a learned reflex. If someone feels bad, a voice asks, "Is this my fault?" Do you know where that voice comes from? Have you ever changed your sentence midway based on someone's face, reshaping opinion for approval? You apologize, even when you are right, sometimes before you even know what you're apologizing for. Is this automatic? How much have you given up to avoid conflict? Sometimes avoiding conflict cost you something far larger. You said no, and immediately guilt arrived. That is sign 6, and having no real limits, sign 7. How many did you recognize? 3, 5, all? That number is not defining you. It is understanding you. People-pleasing is not a flaw in you. It is a strategy you developed to survive in an environment. This did not begin with you, but it can end with you. Not blame, but responsibility. This difference matters. People-pleasing can change. It is not a character. It is a pattern. And patterns can be unlearned. Write in the comments. Which sign felt most familiar? You are not alone. Thousands of answers are there. You chose to watch this video. You wondered. You looked. These steps seem small, but they are not small. First step, pause. When a request arrives, one breath, asking, "Do I actually want to say yes to this?" Start with a small no. You don't need to jump to large ones immediately. Every small no builds a muscle. After saying no, guilt will come. This is normal. Sit with it. It passes. Each time, a little less. Say your need out loud. Start with something small. I cannot do this today, without adding an apology. This week I don't have capacity. 4 words. No apology, no long explanation. This is also possible. Same mirror, but this smile is different. This time not for anyone else, for you.